Greetings, Eric Backer. Thanks for coming back. What's the best diet for somebody with a food problem, a food sensitivity problem, whether it's an allergy or an intolerance? Well, it's pretty commonsensical again. You don't need to be really a NASA, astrophysicist to work this one out. The best diet for someone with problems with food is a natural diet. Is trying to get away from foods that are made by guys in factories in those white coats, or girls, can't be, or grannies or whatever you want to say. But so anything factory made is going to potentially be problematic because of the chemicals involved in these foods, okay? Which could be amines or salicylates, there could be benzoic acid in there, there could be any crap in there. What I don't like personally about a lot of food today is glyphosate, is the chemicals, like that. So much of the food that we eat here at home is actually from our own garden. It's surprising how many foods I grow. Surprising, particularly the vegetables, for the amount of people that we supply in the house. And I'm a busy guy. I'm very busy. I do all sorts of things, but I still have enough time to do that. So eating things like broccoli and spinach, green beans, you can't really go wrong, especially if they're chewed properly. These foods actually contain enzymes themselves. These foods are easier to break down than having some Cheerios or some Jats crackers with a piece of that plastic cheese on it, or crap that people eat. So the best diet is a simple diet. All right? You don't need to complicate your diet. Very, very simple diets will usually make you understand the difference between having a quiet gut that functions beautifully versus a noisy gut that's protesting because of the crap that's gone into it. Right? If you follow the MEVI diet, for example, lean meats, eggs, vegetables, yogurt, and then some say, you're an idiot, you're an absolute idiot, they're all allergic foods. Well, not everybody reacts to eggs, all right? Not everybody reacts to meats, but eggs can be problematic for some people, but the minority will have an egg allergy. So, okay, you can't eat eggs, take those out then, but there are still plenty of other foods that you can eat, all right? Legumes, chickpeas, there are many foods. But if you have a look at Candida Crusher, or particularly check on this channel on best foods to eat, there's probably coming up to 2,000 videos on this channel almost soon. So if you look at my playlists, you'll find plenty of advice on some of the best foods to eat and best foods to avoid for many types of conditions. But you'd have to be pretty simply silly if you didn't understand the principle that obviously eating fresh and healthy foods as opposed to packaged and processed foods, there's no comparison when it comes to preventing, reactions to foods. The healthier you get and the better your gut is, the more sick you'll feel when you do eat processed foods, especially things like soda drinks. They can just about make me vomit when I have those. I mean, the gas in them and the sugar in them, it's really unbearable. It's just gross. The thing you'll find when you eat really fresh for a long time is how good your sense of taste and smell becomes. It's amazing how much better that becomes when you eat along according to the ways of nature. And also, many patients I've seen over the years have developed a completely restored gut when they were, previously intolerable to many foods. As their gut improved, they could tolerate those foods entirely. And it can happen to you too. Because also remember, what you might find difficult to understand is people develop psychological concepts with food too, with desirability and also aversion and rejection of food. And that could be what you're experiencing also. You could be rejecting some foods, being averse to them, and not even understand why. But check out the information on this channel. There's plenty there in terms of what you can and can't eat. All right? So the best diet is drinking pure water and eating good food. There's no other way around it. All right? That's how we were created to be. To eat good food. That's my opinion, for what it's worth. Thanks for tuning in.